Very crucial event for this team, Lori.
Before the season started, Suzanne said that Beam would be their best event, but it's been slow coming. This is an event that a young green team usually struggles the most on.
Georgia is coming off a season best score of 49-3 on this event. They've really been improving throughout the season.
Tumble series, back handspring layout. Square down that 4-inch wide beam, solid landing. Remember, LSU is competing simultaneously on floor, so things could become a little bit loud with the crowd and the floor music all at once. 2 switch leaps to a wolf jump. Excellent job for Brittany.
Brittany is the 3rd competitor up for Georgia. The first 2 competitors getting scores in the 9-7 range, which you've got to think is probably not enough to keep up with LSU on floor.
Georgia needs scores more in that 9.85, 9.9 range. They're up against the #1 team in the country on that event floor exercise. They have a slim lead. Nothing that they can relax about. Dismount, nails it, 1.5 twist. Excellent routine. This will go into the 9/8. Required element is two tumbling elements directly connected. She meets that requirement there with a back handspring layout and gets a 10th of bonus.
A 9.85 for Brittany Smith, getting right up in that range, as Lori mentioned the Gym Dogs needed to do to keep up with a very powerful LSU team on floor. One of their best floor performers, Ashley Claire Kearney, the freshman, who is ranked #6 in the country in this event.
She's increased her difficulty on this event as well, opening with that double Arabian, not a problem there.
And remember, as we see scores going back and forth between Georgia and LSU, the pressure really is on LSU at this point to try to get scores higher than Georgia. They are behind by 1/4 point.
And that means executing every tumbling pass with clean landings. Showing huge personality. Really making the most of the score. Final tumbling pass. Double tuck. Great difficulty, good performance. Will it be enough?
LSU has put up a lot of solid scores in that 9-8 range, but we have not seen anyone break a 9-9 yet. You've got to think that's where LSU has to be to try to move ahead after this rotation.
Georgia on this event had 2 scores of a 9-9. LSU really looking for those big scores now to close the gap and take the lead.
Ashley Claire Kearney comes close, a 9.875 for the freshman. April Burkholder still to come. She is focused, trying to get her team the win. The #2 ranked team in the country, the LSU Tigers, and the defending SEC champion Georgia Gym Dogs are going back and forth here in rotation #6. This meet could very well come down to the next few competitors, including Ashley Kupets for Georgia.
Georgia has had 4 solid beam performances, but still they are looking for those big scores as well. Beautiful combination, front tuck to a wolf jump. You know, prior to this competition, Georgia lost to Florida, LSU, and Alabama. I asked Suzanne if she considered them the underdog. She says, no way. She says, only those who look strictly at the rankings and have not seen us compete in the last 4 weeks would consider us an underdog here. We've come to compete and win.
Certainly this team does not think of themselves as underdogs, and they have not performed that way. Georgia has led this meet from the beginning with LSU right on their tail. Those two teams both will complete their competition in this rotation and have a chance of putting the meet away from the next two closest competitors, Alabama and Florida.
The last competition we saw them at was the dual meet against LSU, where they did lose in Baton Rouge, and this is a much improved team. I'm seeing some incredible fight from the Gym Dogs. Dismount, switch leap, step, front full. Wow, what a solid routine from Ashley.
Ashley has had quite a meet tonight. She comes into this rotation second in the all-around competition behind her teammate, Katie Heenan.
Great difficulty here, combining a difficult front tuck element right into that wolf jump. She gets beautiful execution in her jumps.
And a big smile from Ashley Kupets. Look at that score, a 9-9. That's a career high for Ashley Kupets. Boy, the Gym Dogs, as you said, really showing some fight, Lori. But an athlete who knows all about fighting for points and big scores is LSU's April Burkholder. Check this out. Earlier this season, part of a perfect 10 on floor for April. She is the only athlete in LSU history to have more than 2 perfect 10s on floor, and she knows she has to come up big right here.
Several things on the line, a team title, an all-around title, as well as an SEC floor title. The score to beat on floor would be a 9.95 from Ashley Miles. April opens with that tucked full in, right into her signature dance. Routine she choreographed herself. Very important combination pass here. She needs to find the timing out of the 2.5 to a front layout. Great job.
And remember that we just saw Georgia's Ashley Kupets put up a 9-9. Georgia really putting up some big scores. For LSU to have a chance, they must have at least a 9-9 from April Burkholder.
Final tumbling pass, big difficulty. She needs the landing, and she gets it. LSU with a great meet across 4 events. They get the job done on floor. Now it's up to the judges and one final competitor for Georgia.
It has been a special season for these LSU Tigers, reaching that #1 ranking for the first time ever. As you said, this performance from April Burkholder finishes the meet up for the Tigers.
Win or lose, this LSU team should be very proud of their efforts.
Of course, they're not going to believe you at that, Lori. They want that win bad. It's been since 1981. There's that 9-9 from April. Dee Dee Bro huddles.